Well, first off, as you can tell by our set background, we're getting ready to film our At the Movie series. It's coming this August. It's always a big hit. Look forward to having you come and make sure you invite some other people. Well, we wrapped up our series on 1 Peter this weekend. And Peter, he finishes by teaching us about leading and following. Now, we hear a lot about leading in our culture today. Following, not so much, which is a bit ironic because while most of us lead occasionally in some limited sphere, but all of us are called to follow frequently. In fact, we're followers more than we are leaders. But there aren't a whole lot of books, podcasts, or seminars on how to be good followers because really, it's not that glamorous. But for any organization, including our families, to really thrive, following is going to be vitally important. So this is part of what Peter's pointing out. So in verse 5, he says this, "In the same way, you who are younger, submit yourselves to your elders. All of you, clothe yourself with humility toward one another." Why? Well, because God opposes the proud and he shows favor to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Well, these verses and the previous verses that start chapter 5 help us understand how important it is for us to lead by example and follow with humility. So really, it's this dual call to lead and follow with humility. Now, I'm thinking about Father's Day this past weekend as well. And I think dads, this is really an important principle for us to heed as we serve our families. In our daily lives, we often find ourselves in positions where we must lead by example. And at other times, we need to follow with a humble heart. Jesus, of course, he's our ultimate example. And he always led with humility. And he served others selflessly. All of us are called to follow his example. Leading by example means that we're going to live out the values and principles that Jesus teaches. We're going to show kindness, patience. We're going to have integrity in all areas of our life. Following with humility means that we're going to recognize our strength and our wisdom comes from God. We recognize we're not perfect. And it's actually important to admit our mistakes and to seek forgiveness. This humility allows us to connect with our family on a deeper level, showing them it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay, it's important to rely on God's grace. So today I'm asking all of us, let's recommit to leading by example and following with humility. Have a great week.